Hashtag Built For It TV on everything. You'll find all sorts of videos. Today, I'm going to be reacting to Tom Holland announces mental health break from social media. So I want to touch on this because I don't see a lot of men out here talking about mental health. And for me, I've had some issues with mental health in the past, and I still struggle with it. For instance, it's the change of seasons right now. The clocks are going back. I sometimes go through seasonal depression. I've been down a little bit, but the whole thing is not to get caught up in it. So as long as I maintain and go to work every day and I have my working out and I have my outlets, which is very important. You need to outlet people, channel whatever, anger, depression, whatever emotions you're feeling, you need an outlet. Find your outlet, people. So let's dive right into this. All right, Tom Holland. Let's go.
Because I find Instagram and Twitter to be overstimulating. There is an awful stigma against mental health.
So let me touch on that. Social media. Social media could be very dangerous, right? You can use it. It's like a scalpel, right? It's a tool. And it's all about the person and how they use it. Now, a sick fucking individual can murder somebody or something like that with a scalpel, but a surgeon can perform miracles. Social media, same thing. It's a tool. But it could be very dangerous too because, okay, especially someone like me, ex-convict, I got a lot of catching up to do from a lot of wasted years. So it's not really fair for me to compare myself to other people who have not had the setbacks I've had, who have even just born into better situations. It's not really fair to compare myself and my progress to them, right? That's dangerous because then you get all these feelings of, damn, it's like, is it too late? I'm not good enough. Maybe you feel envy, jealousy. So we need to dead all that. I'm proud of everybody that I see doing their thing, especially people of high character. You know what I mean? Good people. I like to see them doing good things and doing good in life. I really do. It genuinely makes me happy. But sometimes I catch myself trying to be like, man, damn, I wish I had. But it's like, it's baby steps. You know what I mean? All I can do is compare myself to me yesterday. And just by me learning how to do this fucking reaction video shit, I now have more knowledge than I did yesterday. For me, I'm already up today. And it's not even what o'clock, I don't even know. It's early. And I'm already up because I learned something. So, social media can be very dangerous. Myself, actually, I'm doing a little social media fast myself, not because I was getting too caught up in all the stuff that I'm talking about, but it was just becoming more of a distraction, more of wasted time. And I have so many other stuff written down that I want to do that I really can't afford to be wasting time on social media. It's not going nowhere. But let's get back to this video.
And I know that asking for help and seeking help isn't something that we should be ashamed of, but it is something that is much easier said than done.
Tom Holland is putting his mental health first by taking a break from social media.
I'm really, really lucky to be in this position. Sit back, relax, and enjoy it.
That's the thing too, is sometimes we get so caught up in the work that we're doing, and especially if you're a dreamer and you have big goals, it's like the little goals, you gotta be satisfied with the little wins. Like today, just learning something new today, that's a win. It's gonna take all these little things to get where I need to be. So yeah, sometimes we gotta stop and enjoy what we have and be grateful for what we do have. Because yeah, we spend a lot of time chasing what we don't, which is cool. That's great. That's the purpose of life, is the journey, and you gotta fall in love with chasing the dream. No matter the results. You know what I mean? You can't be too emotionally invested in the result where you beat yourself up if you fail, because it's not even that. Because there is no losses. It is just a lesson. If you can learn from it and see where you messed up. But if you're just gonna blame it on somebody else all the time, like, you're not gonna learn from it. You need to internalize things like that. That's in your control and all of that stuff. You know what I mean? So yeah, sometimes you gotta look back and see how far you have come and enjoy the moment because we in reality we only live moment to moment. We can't live in the past and we can't live in the future. So why we can't get too caught up trying to worry about a past we can't change and stressing about a future that's not even promised. So let's enjoy the moment.
The actor returned to social media on Sunday to share why you haven't seen him on Twitter and Instagram.
I get caught up and I spiral when I read things about me online. And ultimately, it's very detrimental for my mental state. I decided to take a step back and delete the app.
Yeah,
See, unfortunately, especially on the internet, man, this is a place where a lot of people, you know how like in kindergarten they teach you like if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. The internet is like the opposite. It's like if you got nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. Or at least people will hold it in and not say it if they feel. But no, they just thrive off of the negative energy. And if you get too caught up in that, you know what I mean, then it can't be detrimental, like he said. But you know, these people, the way I look at things, going through what I went through, doing my prison time and all that shit, nobody did that fucking bit with me. So you know what? Nobody lived my life, so fuck what anybody thinks. I really don't care what anybody thinks about me besides my small circle of people that I love. If I love you, then I do care what you think about me. If I love you, then you tell me something that it like I don't know, it'll hurt my feelings because I'm like, damn, I got so much love for you. But for all like these internet trolls and all this stuff, man, you cannot get caught up in that shit. That shit is just it's toxic and it's just a lot of people just projecting their insecurities onto you, onto the internet.
yeah. Interest in Tom's personal life exploded in 2017 after the release of Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Whoa, you're the Avengers! What are you guys doing here?
Big Marvel, man. Big Marvel
In love with on and off screen.
yeah, beautiful woman. Good looking guy too, man. They make a cute couple. I like Tom Holland. The character, at least Spider Man that he plays, is great. But everything I see from him off the I want to say off the court like he's an athlete, off the screen, he seems like a great guy, man. Tom Holland, a great guy.
I think Zendaya just showed up.
Oh,
Very sweet post from Tom. What would you like to see the post? And I noticed you commented calling now. No, it's, I mean, I yeah, I was yeah, no, I appreciated, you know, the love that I got from my loved ones and then also from people that was, I felt incredibly loved.
Zendaya, if I'm even saying the name right, I don't know. I'm sorry. Euphoria, great show. She's a great actor, great actress. Doom, I think that's her co-star. Doom, yeah, she's great, very good.
Wrong with that. So. Great birthday.
Tom's decision to peel back is getting lots of love and support from fans and celebs online, including Justin Bieber, another star who's never been shy to speak out about his mental health.
Thieves, the
He
big
commented,
thieves, nah,
"Love you,
kind
man."
of cool down. More
The
like going.
Spider-Man star says his message is all for a greater cause.
On this very, very brief return to Instagram, I thought it would be very important and a good idea to shed some light on a charity that we sponsor, which is STEM4. STEM4 is a
I mean, ultimately, giving back, that's what it's all about. You can give back to charities and stuff like that. You know, when you make it and you're well off to do that financially, I mean, that's a great place to be. And that's what it's really all about. I mean, if you're not a selfish person, you just want to get right so you can help others, man. And Tom Holland, man, he's a great guy for this charitable stuff. Because even if you look at AA, the last step, I believe, is to help another addict. So it's like once you made it, the last thing you got to do is help the next man. And I see a lot of that. When I see that, I like that. I like it a lot.
wonderfully innovative education program. It has it's a pioneering app, its clinically advised website, and its mental health conferences help contribute towards I can't even speak, help contribute towards helping young kids who are suffering.
Definitely. I like all that he's doing right there to giving back to the charity and all that. Yeah, a lot of men, man, we come up and it's like, especially in certain environments, if you're running the streets or in jail or in prison, you really don't want to show emotions, right? Not that it's always a weakness, but just like knowing is half the battle. So if somebody knows what makes you emotional and stuff like that, they can easily manipulate you. So I think that was the main reason. But even now, like being a guy in a relationship, sometimes I see that I don't always express the emotions the way I should, and it's naturally guarded. And I'm trying to unlearn a lot of bad habits that I learned growing up.
STEM 4 works very closely with Tom's own charity, the Brothers Trust.
The Brothers Trust is supporting this charity because we think it's a fantastic cause. There is an awful stigma against mental health, and I know that asking for help and seeking help isn't something that we should be ashamed of, but it is something that is much easier said than done. Thank you for listening. I'm going to come again. Everyone out there, thanks for your love.
I mean, there's something to be said for sure. Going to speak to somebody professionally, but not all of us are in the predicament to do that. So, but just speak about it, even if it's with a homeboy, your girl, or even a stranger. Man, there's been times I'm at a bar and I just open up to a stranger and tell my whole life story, and it's easier because I know like I may never see that person again. You know what I mean? So it's good. There's something to be said for getting what you're feeling in your heart, verbalizing it into words or writing, and getting it like physically out of your body somehow. There's definitely something to be said for that. So there is a stigma with mental health, and there's a stigma around people who are talking about mental health and all that stuff. And we all go through it. I don't know why it is such a big stigma, but it is. So I'm trying to really, what I'm doing here, I'm trying to break that. You know what I mean? And just trying to maybe if I can inspire somebody else to open up and talk about things like you never know, man. You could save a life, man. Just affecting one life is enough, and if that life affects more lives, domino effect, man. Like it starts with one person.
And Tom, using his platform for good, is no surprise. He told ET a few years ago why he feels a responsibility to inspire positive change in the world.
We're given such an amazing opportunity making these movies, and we're so lucky to be doing it. We'd be doing something wrong if we weren't giving back to our community.
Yeah, so that's the reaction to the Tom Holland video. I see what he's doing, stepping back from social media for his mental health, and he could have just did it and not said it, right? A lot of people be like, "Oh, just do it," right? Don't talk about do it, but people not following, they may not know. So, and the stigma behind the mental health, the fact that he stated he's taking that break, you know what I mean? That might help the next person. Like, yeah, you know what? Maybe I should take a break back. Because he could have just did this in the privacy of his home, never posted it, nothing, and let just Zoom things and all that stuff. But he actually talked about it. And big up to Tom Holland for that. And that's basically it, man. If you want to see more of this type of stuff, these reaction videos, mental health, fitness, all of that stuff, man, just leave it in the comments below. If you like this video, you could physically click the like button, subscribe, hit the little alert bell to get notified every time I post a video and all that, because I'm going to be living a lot more here on YouTube than Facebook and Instagram and all that. So check in with your boy, Bill Ford TV, Bobby Lucas, Sanity over Vanity.